And we are going to be talking art because Elaine McCloskey joins us. She runs the E17 Art House, which sounds terribly, terribly grand, I have to say.
Not
Is
really.
It's not really grand.
It's bijou. It's a very little picture framers and gallery that we opened in Walthamstow last year.
And, I mean, art is something that we really do associate, and we've just been talking, we mentioned briefly, and we'll be talking about it later, William Morris, but there is that whole E17 art trail. Tell us a bit about why art seems to be such a vibrant part of this community.
Well, Walthamstow is very lucky that it has so many artists, poets, photographers, creative people living and working in the borough. We have this art trail every year organised by Chris and Laura tirelessly. That's in September, and it brings together everyone exhibiting their art all through the borough, in their houses, in the streets, in shops. And there's always so much going on, so many events in Walthamstow, whether it's music in the Rose and Crown, you've got E17 Designers Fair, organised by Carolyn. You've got vintage lifestyle fairs. It's so much going on. And we started up this business because we saw that it was a great place to be. And we're both locals. So when we were made redundant last year from a picture framers in Portobello Road, that closed after many, many years, we decided to just set up here. And it's been going really, really well.
Well, that's interesting because, of course, people are talking about recession and about businesses and whether or not you can start a new business in this time and day and time. And it seems to be working quite well for you.
We're very busy and we've had so much support from people living here. They're really glad we're here. And it's such a great place to be.
And what kind of art do people like here? I mean, is there a kind of Walthamstow signature artist that you'd go, yeah, that really does work here, we'll sell here?
Yeah, we sell mainly, it's very fresh, contemporary, very affordable art, a lot of screen prints. There are 2 letterpress studios in Walthamstow, and we sell prints from a 2-pipe problem, which is a Walthamstow letterpress studio printing here. I've got a gift for you. It's a William Morris quote.
Oh, I've got it. I put it in the sun. That's a terrible
hand-printed letterpress print made by a 2-pipe problem. We sell his prints in the shop.
That's very kind. Simon and I are already fighting over.
Well, we're not, because you seem to have already accepted that you've won that particular fight. It is amazing. Read it out. Read the quote.
It is a brilliant quote. It says, "Have nothing in your house that you do not know to be useful or believe to be beautiful."
And stand up anybody who follows that advice. No one. Everyone's still sitting down.
Well, I'm in the middle of de-junking, I have to say, in my house. I keep that.
How long's that been going on?
Well, it's been going on for years, but art is something I'm particularly passionate about. You talked about lots of printing, etc. What about things like oils and all that kind of art?
Yeah, we sell oil paintings in the shop as well as screen prints and etchings, lino cuts. There's a screen printing studio called Inky Cuttlefish in Walthamstow, and that also has artist studios in there, and that's a big place to be in Walthamstow. There are also lots of other artist studios scattered around Walthamstow, and it's really becoming a place for artists to be. They're moving out of Hackney and further away and moving further east.
Is it random? I mean, how is it they're all arriving here? Or has there been a long...
I think they can see something's happening here because it's just as huge.
So is it the new Deptford?
The new Deptford.
Well, no,
That's a sentence I don't think anyone expected to hear this afternoon. The new Deptford.
No, but in terms of art,
it's the new Hoxton.
It's the new Hoxton. Okay, fair enough. Well, maybe I'm just a bit down market, but the area to come to, which is the area for art, where if you've got your eye on the art market, check out the artists in Walthamstow. Is that what you would say?
I would really say the East London artists are people to watch. We sell mostly East London artists and Walthamstow artists in our shop because there are so many great artists and designers just in Walthamstow.
What about you and your Walthamstow? What do you love about this area?
I love having the shop here, that we're both locals, and I used to commute to Portobello Road every day for 13 years I was there.
Which is a nice destination, but an awful journey.
Lovely.
Awful journey from here.
So it's really lovely having somewhere local to home. And meeting people that you know in the street, customers and people who come in to chat about their events. That you come across every day, and it's a really lovely community to be in.
I want to talk about your competition in a second. Just before we do, has the Olympics and art meant anything to you?
Well, today we're launching our Animal Olympics children's art competition, open to all children in the borough. and we want them to invent a fun sport for animals. So like long jump for kangaroos, or elephants gymnastics team, or 100-meter sprint for lots of different animals from cheetahs to sloths. And we're asking them to submit entries, and then we're going to put them into a fantastic exhibition in spring next year before the Olympics.
So do you want these things to be drawn, animated, or just the idea at this stage?
They'll be drawn on paper. They can get more information at www.E17arthouse.com. So that's E17arthouse.com. And they can drop in for an entry form, and we'll give them more details. And it's free entry.
I think we should have a tug of war of snails.
That sounds quite cruel.
No. She's just going to illustrate. It's just an illustration, so it's not real. It's just an illustration.
But now we know how. Listen, I've learnt at the same time as you how Jumoke's mind works. Deptford, the new Deptford, and now we're having a tug of war of snails.
She wanted suggestions of animals. I'm just trying to, not the obvious things. Let's go for things that are slightly more unusual.
Elaine, what do you make to her chances on that one success?
Tug of war of snails.
Well, to draw. Okay, forget that.
The kids are going to come up with some amazing things.
Thank you.
Much better than adults could think of.
The biggest diplomat in E17. Elaine, if we want to come and see you at the E17 Art House, how can we do it? Where are you?
We're just 1 minute walk from here. We're just above the market off Church Hill in Walthamstow. We're just round the corner, and it's a pink door. You can't miss it when you do find us. And we're open all week.
We are going to be talking about the cinema later on and the attempts to make sure that it remains a cinema. But I understand that you've got an exhibition called Picture Show.
Yeah, we've got a great exhibition coming up starting on the 25th of June. We're running with MacGuffin Film Society. And it's over 20 East London artists that we've invited to illustrate a film of their choice. And we're having a great show. The premiere night is the 25th of June. We're having a live band, drinks, food.